Okay, here we are, target 3, film target, 35-yard foreface, 13 degrees down this slope. As you can see behind me, no cover at all. If you pan down to the target, no cover at all. It's exposed, it's windy, it's actually not too bad as we're standing here now, but expect it to get a little bit choppy. We just saw the second ladies group shoot there, and it's, you know what, it's not too bad. There's a lot of 5s, there's a lot of close 4s. Might not be too difficult, this one. Over on that side that we saw this morning, that was very exposed, to be honest, but this isn't too bad at the moment. Nothing overly difficult about it unless it does pick up wind-wise, but you know, like I say, if you're dropping 14s on this, I reckon you might be losing ground. Let's have a look.
Here we are. I wouldn't like to pander too much to you with your abilities at these sort of discussions of targets. You do them quite well. One thing that I will say, that's just out by Anna Walls. She shot a miss, so straight after we filmed her.
Okay, yeah.
One of the things I'd say about this is that field archers are really bad at scoring well when there's no trees involved.
Yeah.
And it's got nothing to do with wind. Go on a practice field and see how rubbish they are at shooting arrows. So practice field's normally in the middle of a field, just outside a forest. Just watch how rubbish they are at shooting arrows in the middle. Whether it's windy or it could be dead calm. They don't like shooting out in the open. It doesn't feel right.
Weird, yeah,
and the targets look small. You can't go to them, or think about it, if you were standing on a playing field shooting 70 metres or 50 metres, this would be... they just like, no, it doesn't feel right.
That's fair.
Add a bit of wind to that, but you'd be surprised how badly shooters shoot... Not these guys particularly, but how badly field shooters... That's the middle by Anna Walls. 5-stroke X, I would say.
Top of the X for hope.
Top of the X for hope, yeah. Is that, you know...
It's a bit intimidating as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's like standing on the moon.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think it mattered damn whether it was windy or not. Windy, if you put a bit of slope on this, or it gets windy, it almost gets, distracts them.
Yeah.
If you put them in dead calm, standing on top of these rocks, and went, you see that target over there on another rock, shoot it. Yeah. They're not very good at it.
I think it's more because you might be expecting wind on it, or you might be. It's something to do with that, isn't it?
I mean, I remember that, don't get me wrong, it was windy as, but I used to, years and years and years, I used to go and shoot at Kendall, and Kendall was like an awesome 20 targets.
That's right side 4-5.
5, yeah, I think X5-4, and she at least shot them pretty quick. And there was some not very difficult at all targets out in the field.
Yeah.
And even on the years that it was calm, people made a total mess of them.
Yeah. I've been there. Made that mess.
That's another top of the X.
5 probably.
Hope. She's too little, too late. But I mean, from a personal point of view, working with her, every target she walks away from, going, well, at least I was shooting decent shots, is helpful. Yeah. For the week coming. But she's not broken, but she's gone. It was actually Anna who shot with her all day. Is going like, because Hope's going, I've shot so many 4s, and Anna's there going like, and it sounds like a standard thing that archers always say, but Anna's there going like, yeah, but you've not like put anything more than about 4 millimeters away.
Yeah, yeah. That's the thing I was trying to say.
And you've got to beat it into them, like you were saying to Abby.
I was saying to Abby exactly the same as that. All these 5s she shoots are 6s next week. All these 4s are 5s, and it may feel a little demoralising right now, but next week it's going to feel good.
You've got to dust yourself off when you get to Italy. During this week, there's nothing you can do, unless you're Tim Gillingham, unless you're as hard as nails and older than any of these guys. You're there going, this sucks.
Yeah, you are.
You're just going, I bet you, when I shoot this, and they were spotting for her, and I think Inga went, I think that's in the bottom, and without being rude, Hope turned around and went, none of the others have been, so why should that be? And once you get to that point, it's hard.
Yeah, it is. When you get in that hole, when you get a bit demoralised.
Yeah. And it's only natural. I mean,
she has to...
all these guys have to go from here that are going to the Worlds have to go, this is a different game.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the only way Chris can turn this around.
Yeah, exactly.
He knows he can shoot shots.
Yeah. It's the same thing I was just saying to Avi as well, is that the first day of practice now, next Tuesday, all these guys are in the same boat. They're going to come up to like a 55-metre practice face. 55-metre practice face, and they're just going to hold dead as a rock and execute really nice shots. And then it'll be like, okay, yeah, fair enough. It was hard last week, but this is easy now.
Yep. Now, Gillingham's 3 up on Jari Haavisto, and I mean, would anybody... Yari's not done this badly, but, I mean, if you had £10 in your back pocket, would you have bet against anybody apart from Tim Gillingham?
At the start of the weekend, though?
No, I mean this morning.
This morning? Well, yeah.
Yeah, but you wanted
to. Yeah, but I wanted Chris. I wanted to put 100 quid on Chris. How's the dead centre start for Tim? At full draw already.
I mean, but that's kind of my point. You like him or loathe him, want a British guy to win or not, rubbish shots like that are in.
Yeah. Now.
But they were always going to be.
Yeah. He's had his woes. He's had his moments.
But you can't take anything away from the big guy.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah.
And
the point you were making when the ladies were shooting is that these field shooters are going to struggle in this environment because it's so open and blah blah blah. Tim hasn't affected him at all. Jari there for a mile out as well, really.
Yeah.
For the distance.
Yeah.
Whereas Tim's just rocked up and gone, okay, no, it's this far down.
Well, I stood with him, and a lot of it's chap. I mean, we were standing on the practice field till dark, the three of us, him, Hope, me, and the last thing he did. And he chatters away to himself.
Yeah.
And to himself means you can hear him from 100 yards.
Yeah.
He was standing there. He went to the 40-yard. And he was knackered. And he was struggling. That's another 4 by Jari. And he was standing there and he's going like, how can I shoot 7 arrows and not shoot 6 X's at 40 yards?
Yeah.
And he was like serious. And I was going, because you are tired, because you have socked today, and because it's dark.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
By the way, Yari's challenge for the win there, possibly gone 5 points back.
No. I mean, there's 20 points now between Lucy and Inga.
Started off at 9, didn't it? I mean, again, this is another one. Lucy should be all right in this one because she doesn't know.
What's a poor execution?
Because she doesn't know that it's supposed to be.
It's got to be out on a 4. We'll have to wait and see what they tell. Yeah, no, that's a 4.
Yeah, definitely.
They've told us. But that's dead centre, but she's already got a 5. Sorry, 5 and a 4.
It's an X and a 4, I think, for Inga, yeah.
But
can't see that one right in the middle of the target not being an X.
Yes. Oh, that's bobbling. She's going to shoot it, isn't she? No.
Almost doesn't
no,
matter
you see,
if it does.
She's got this one, and she can smile now. That's a shot you can't shoot.
Well,
you've got draws in hand.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. Very true. Very true.
You
know, if there's a couple of points in it, I don't think she would have shot it.
But you've got to be able to just set them up better.
Yeah, but like say, she's so far ahead. Does she? I mean, would she have shot that?
I mean, she's going to come back and shoot all 4 of these next year if she can. I'll be interested to see. I take nothing away from this. I think that as I say, the other English girl, Hope, is going to go home going, I did not really defend my honour as a field shooter. You have good weekends, you have bad weekends.
I don't think she saw this coming though, did she?
No. But it hasn't been...
Was there a hint of complacency, maybe trying things out, or was it necessary to try these things out?
It's necessary for the Worlds. Yeah. I mean, she's meant, Hope is looking to win the Europeans next year and be serious by the Worlds afterwards. People started talking after winning 2 Pro Series events, and she could hit the middle.
That's a 4 for me.
That's a 4, so she's gone X4-4. I mean, so yeah, maybe got it into her head. Maybe I could do a better job than have encouraged her. She needed to find some points. The deal has always been for the World Fields this year, at the start of the year, was qualifying the top 8, finishing the top 8.
Yeah.
And she'll do that.
I think Lucy's going to...
that's bobbling.
Does she care, though? Yeah, she does. I think Lucy's... going to feel like she's found a new talent here this
weekend.
weekend.
Yeah, but she's also going to feel like, I suspect, tomorrow morning, like she's, been hit by a bus.
Yeah.
I don't think she was quite ready for what this was like in the way of sort of buffeting, etc. But let's be absolutely clear: the real field shooters in this crowd have not shot well this weekend in the girls.
No.
Lucy O'Sullivan has not come and shot. She's not making you and I go, this is the next field archery messiah. She's done it solid.
Yes.
The others have been poor.
Yeah. I think if there was a full field here, then and Hope was on the game, then maybe this wouldn't be.
There's got to be guys, and you've got to be here to play. But there are other names sitting there going, "Oh, I know that Hope's had the text messages of what the hell are you playing at?"
Yeah. We'll see next year, though.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
This is her first event. She's going to learn some things from it, and
she needs to put this one in. Dropping 3 would just be rubbing salt in a wound. 5, probably.
Not convincing, but she'll come back next year, and she might just be. She might be really good.
Yes.
We'll never know.
So, Duncan comes into this. I mean, there you see also 671, 677, so 6 adrift now for Chris. I mean, Duncan comes in.
Duncan comes
5.
in three behind Tim on the day in this target on the day, which puts him 2 behind overall.
I mean, but you just go. I mean, Gillingham could miss. He could do something stupid.
I don't think he could now. There's no multi spots left. Not now he's shot that one.
Yeah.
I can see
him getting angry, but once he gets angry, he's only going to drop 2 points.
Yeah, well, that could be enough, but I don't think it's going to be.
I think Duncan has to be clean from here.
Duncan has to clean this, and then he might
stay clean.
Might have a chance.
That's another 5x. Tidy enough for Duncan.
Chris, although the win is likely gone, definitely gone, he's still leading the X's, and that can be a saving grace, I mean,
it's dead centre X for Chris.
Money-wise for him this weekend, still going to be really good, with the 400 quid this morning, 500 quid
if he can
wins
get it.
this, and etc.
But then Chris will always go, he just doesn't care about that part.
He just wants to win these.
But he didn't even just want the win, he wanted a win with sprinkles on.
Yeah, he did, yeah. I think he wrote on his sort of notes that this weekend he wanted a clean sweep of the lot, that would be...
Another solid X by Chris. I mean,
hopefully he's shooting better now. Hopefully he feels like he's shooting better.
I mean, I think he's made some errors, which is fair enough for a guy of his age and the amount of practice he does. He has a real job. He's still, he doesn't step out into the world going, it's not as good as I thought it was.
Yeah.
Or it's not as good as I thought it was yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, he'll always have this in the back of his mind that, okay, he misset his sight yesterday, he got 3, followed it up with 3 X's, so we can give him 5 for that, and we can give him... He obviously shot an X with his first arrow with that miss. He's dropped 7 points for being an idiot.
Just driver error.
Yeah, which puts him 1 behind Tim, and he might
everything to play with.
He might. I think
X5,
what he'll do is turn that into a positive, even though it's cost him a lot of money this weekend. Next week he'll feel like, do you know what? I did shoot well. I did shoot well. I did.
I want to hear him say it.
Yeah.
And I don't think I will.
No. But. Like I say,
dead centre.
That is really good shooting.
Oh, if you're pointing out to people there's an X competition, that's
yeah. He's made a point there, hasn't he?
Yes.
But yeah, like I say, being 1 behind Tim on a windy course.
I mean, Lucy 7 up on X's, 10 up on Hope.
Done.
Christian Spura. 1 up on Chris White. We've just seen what he shot. Duncan's 1 further back. Might have a shoot off in the X's on that. So yeah, it's a done deal. Lucy O'Sullivan has won this. I'm pleased that Anna Walls is still hanging on at 4th, even though she shot a stupid miss. Gillingham, he's a joy to watch. And on the X's, it's a tricky little beast. Christian Spura will be shaking in his boots. And a top 4 finish will be the biggest he's ever had. So it either all works for him to finish now for 4 targets, or none of it works. The doors fall off. We will be back with the final target.